Laffa. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Laffa sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey.
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commission.
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that expensive. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a lot for you?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store. Afternoon.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your...
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price.
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically,
Ah, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to keep it as a prized collectible in the shop.
Uncle.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that...
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers and listening.
Uh-huh? That's,
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind.
Whoa. Then we could produce some really wild tunes.
Nice. That's...
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Nightwind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a nice...
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record.
Deal.
Looks like Milani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy.
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a it's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning and understand the route. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies, which brings us to today. The day I officially asked Uncle Nu for his copy of the map.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better. We won't let Uncle Nu down, right?
That's right! Let's go and find him together!
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick up the map.
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. It's just that my feelings are a little complicated now.
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle New?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's just that I'm not ready. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of the people.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to find the mysterious...
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle New.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Please listen to your teachers. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do. Guide tourists safely to their destination.
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get back from the mysterious island.
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right, which is precisely why it's so effective.
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another...
Traveler, Paimon, over here!
You're here, Mual...
Good morning, you.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our...
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can...
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially begun.
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from... The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors.
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading... Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of...
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be...
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protection.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure.
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the...
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh? Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaur.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe... So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding one or two stray Kahol...
You're a real pro.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the Springs would know. It so happens that it's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the... Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as a...
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that...
But to get there, won't we have to get...
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholosaur herd?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholosaurs before, so this isn't an ideal plan. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be entrusted to her.
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Traveler, Paimon, please come with me.
Is that so? Then that...
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure seem on guard. We'll never get through.
Given you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley, why don't you simply chase them away? You're pretty strong, aren't you?
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring... And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gathering.
But on what basis?
Okay. So can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them.
Let Paimon think. Oh,
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other side, we'll just run into the same problem.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Kaholosaurs, I wanted to help. And so I also looked up some information about the creature. I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Kaholosaurs were but I'm not sure how useful.
Oh. Oh, that was actually...
You can just call me Kari.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, they'll still notice us once. But this plant can help us solve that problem. Because we can apply the plant's extract to our bodies.
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. But this actually does smell like a Kaholosaur.
Perfect. Okay, let's try. Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Come on! Careful! Don't startle them. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun?
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Kaholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind of drawing.
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals released by Kaholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Kaholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karya?
He's just obsessed with his research. That's all.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no need for us to argue next time.
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that'll help us avoid wasting time.
Ooh, Alani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it! Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. We can use this to fill in the hole on the map and find our next destination.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide, and now it's easier for me to pick up on patterns like that. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready to move. Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in that land also used a similar device. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention this possibility to me before.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, I looked up a lot of related information. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly... Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to control them.
Oh, amazing! Now it all makes sense.
Now everyone's contributing to the team.
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be very close to the mysterious island, once you've unlocked...
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no...
Then let's start searching for the phlogiston node. Speaking of...
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching Shower me with praise! Ah.
flames have gone out.
We finally...
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are each being operated by someone.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried, and it clearly requires more skill than a typical spirit door.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to properly control it. Let me give it a try. Huh?
If Varandra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well, how about you?
After all the adventures she's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
All right, then it'll be up to the... I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes.
Wait, but handling it this...
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast! If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake, there's a...
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left Paimon? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally...
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Let's ride! Now switch to the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need.
Oh, that was perfect.
You were amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon... Oh no, you're right!
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're active...
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance. Otherwise,
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water!
yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Hey, look over the...
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the mysterious...
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even...
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or the direction of the spirit way that I observed in the air, everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that...
And what if you're wrong?
Brondra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. The spirit ways must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. Don't you think that sounds more like the definition of a mysterious... So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless abyss.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still trust my judgment.
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it. Even if you try to convince me of...
No, I refute.
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible. I will not agree.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not my guide, and as such, you don't have to take
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. It's now beyond both our control. How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first and investigate the whirlpool. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first, and...
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going. Strike a pose!
Whoa.
Do you also think that this is a reckless... It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear the consequences of our mistakes and judgment. Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, if the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the confidence to ask them to only do as I say. The same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think this is too risky, then it's perfectly reasonable if you want to end the trip here. The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it back from the Night Kingdom. After an experience like that, what's so scary about being...
Aw, Paimon. Come on, bring it in again.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to convince. Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about geography, and we'll need him on the team.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here. I'll get closer to the water.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be getting smaller?
You're right. Maybe it's just like the phlogiston nodes.
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you...
I tried to persuade him, but Verandra... He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps, the water suddenly began to surge and he was swept away. I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to call for help.
Oh, why did this have to happen now?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which way he went...
Let's ride!
That way? He's been pulled away by the current! Not here either. The current is too fast! We found him!
Oh, there they are!
Verandra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Didn't I tell you?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path is just...
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed...
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to...
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let anyone in my group drown?
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the nodes, that will cause the whirlpools to reappear. The only problem is that we still don't know exactly when we'll be able to do that. It's already getting late now, and we've been on the move for a whole day. As your guide, I suggest we make camp first and have a good meal. We can talk about the other stuff tomorrow.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very...
We have plenty of tasty things to eat.
Is this the